Well, here we are in the very interesting summer of 2020, and I'm glad that you're here with me in Intro to Sport Management. I'm Dr. Katie Helms, and I oversee the Master of Science degree in Sport Management at UA Little Rock. So it's a master's degree program, and it's a great program. So maybe after this class, if you're interested in maybe getting a master's degree after you're all done with your undergrad, I'd love to talk to you about it. So let me talk about this class a little bit. This is Intro to Sport Management. So what does sport management even mean? Let's think about some of the various ways that we manage the business of sport. Let's say that you were the director of the Little Rock Marathon. That's Little Rock's biggest sporting event. It's got over 13,000 athletes that participate in it every year. So if you were the director of that sporting event and you had to manage it, what does that mean? What do? You have to find sponsors. It's pretty expensive to put on a marathon, so you have to find sponsors. You have to market and publicize the event. You've got to design a race course, and that part is really not easy. You have to hire qualified people to work for you. You have to develop a safety and security plan. So lots of different parts of managing what looks like kind of one simple sporting event. So we're going to talk about some of those managing aspects, things like marketing or things like facilities. We're going to talk about those in a variety of sports sectors. I just mentioned the Little Rock Marathon, and that's like a race, for the general public. But there are also things like college sports and pro sports and youth sports, and also nonprofit sports. So we're going to look at a lot of those different kinds of sports. There are lots of sporting related organizations all over the place, and even right here in our own backyard. So even lots of organizations right here in Little Rock that serve our community. And so we're going to be talking about some of those. So how to get started in this class. So you are in the Start Here section of your Blackboard, and you can kind of see along the left-hand menu on your Blackboard screen, there's the screen that says Start Here, and that's where you are now. And then underneath that link is also a link called Course Content. So and we're going to go through that too. So but first, let's talk about what's in the Start Here folder. There's some important sections. So go all the way through these sections, read the content, download any attachments that I've given, like the syllabus and the course policies presentations. And you're going to need those for your I'm Ready to Get Started quiz at the end of this section. One important class policy that I want to point out, and you'll see it throughout the course in multiple places, is that work won't be accepted after deadlines. And this is just how the world works, in life and in jobs. So we're going to practice that here. A quick word about what to do if you have an issue. Let's say you're working on an assignment and you go to upload it in Blackboard and something goes wrong. Like Blackboard is acting funny or you can't get it to upload. What to do? Email me and let me know the problem. And also attach your assignment so that you get it in before the deadline. And then I'm going to ask you to follow up with Blackboard help or IT services or whoever needs to help you with the problem. And then I'll follow up with you about what the problem was and how you got it fixed. So the only excuses that I'll accept for late work are the emergencies that are recognized by the university. That being said, this is a summer course and it moves fast. Every week we're going to have a new folder pop up in the course content section, and it's going to have the readings and the presentations that you'll need for the week. The weekly course content folder also contains the assignments, any assignments or quizzes that are due that week. And there are multiple things due every week in this class. And so you need to spend some time most days working on this class. We're moving at 3 times the speed of a regular class. So don't wait until the day that things are due to start working on them. You won't finish, and you won't really get anything out of it either. How to communicate with me. I am super responsive in email or in Blackboard messages. So either way, email or Blackboard messages, and I will respond to either of those pretty quick. If you have an issue with the due date, let's say like you're traveling or something like that, let me know ahead of time and I'll see what we can work out. So let me stress that. Let me know if you have an issue ahead of time. I can work with you. After the due date, I can't help you. So let me know ahead of time. Each week, you're going to have 2 things due, a reaction assignment and a quiz. I've put instructions for each of those in the weekly content, and you're going to pull up that Microsoft Word document and follow those instructions. Upload all of your work as Microsoft Word documents in the Blackboard assignment tool. That's my preferred method of submission. Don't email it to me unless you have a Blackboard issue, like I described previously. Your textbook information is in that section. I emailed it to you last week so that you could get a head start on that, and you'll need it to complete the weekly assignments. And I had, so like I said, I had emailed you a few times last week to make sure that you had enough time to get it. So have a great semester. Once you finish with the Start Here section, you'll head over into the course content section and start with the week that I have posted. There's also a video on how to use Blackboard in this class, kind of further down in this section. So that'll be really helpful too in helping you see kind of where I put things in Blackboard and kind of how the class works and flows in Blackboard. So I look forward to working with you. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being in my class this semester or this summer. And we'll roll with it. So stay healthy, and it sure did get hot this week, didn't it? And I'll be in touch. I will message you and communicate with you most days. That's just how I like to kind of stay engaged with you and make sure you're kind of connecting with me in this class. So I hope it's a good one, and we'll talk soon.